Welcome to another video of me explaining things on video because I'm tired of explaining it over and over again on stream. I mean, not on stream. I mean in person and walking people through maps. And today we're going to talk about going through the Temple of Anubis. And Anubis is a fun map in my opinion. It used to be impossible. There used to be a pretty huge choke point problem. But overall, if you had the right strategy, it's not impossible. So some things to keep in mind is when you walk out the gate in the beginning from attacker side, there is probably going to be snipers up here. So if you have a Reinhardt, that kind of takes care of the problem. You just walk out with the Reinhardt shield. If there's no sniper up there, you guys feel free to move on. Walk up here, there's a giant health pack here, and there's a giant health pack here. So if you guys get held up at this point, there is plenty of health that you guys could go to while pushing into capture point A on attack. So something to keep in mind. Some cheeky individuals like to hide in this area too, towards the beginning of the match. Take a look at this area first before you look at that. You could do one of these and make sure that no one is going to be trying to flank you. They won't be expecting you to look, and they won't be expecting you to be that smart. Another thing to note about this area is there is a plane here. Genji could get up there. If your Widowmaker on defense is extra cheeky, they can hang out here and snipe people. No one ever actually looks on top of this plane. So, if you're a defender, this is an option, but note that if you die, it's a huge walk back, so not sure if I recommend it. Normally, you just want to hang out here and snipe the attackers for maybe a second, and then maybe back off, because as soon as they notice you, you're kind of in a terrible position. So, what the defenders would want to do on capture point A in Anubis is draw a line here. From that line, they keep the attackers out, and they can hold this point for a fair amount of time, unless things go terribly wrong. How can things go terribly wrong on this point? Well, the attackers have a bunch of options once they cross this line. A attacker could theoretically take the right path, grab a small health pack here, dash up here, and grab another small health pack, in which they could go to this room. Alright, so I'm gonna do that one more time. Grab the small health pack, grab another small health pack, because you're probably getting lit up over here. You could go here for some maneuverability and hide a little bit and be cheeky, but there's really very little reason for you to be up here. There is a reason, however, for you to go up here, and that's for the Bastion Torb Reinhardt setup that's normally taking place here. You could go from that room and start doing crazy shit to them and wish that they never set up there as a group. Like Tracer Pulse Bomb, that would be great. Or Genji ulti. Now, say they don't have that setup and you want to get to the point as fast as possible and you manage to get to this spot without anyone seeing you, what you could do is go up these stairs over here, grab a giant health pack, which is pretty fucking great, and just get on the point. That's it. Got to the point. They are now like, what the fuck? Who is on the point? And now you are in a game of cat and mouse where they chase you around while your team pushes up. Most good teams will take you out immediately. Not so good teams, you could totally just take advantage of their inability to take you out from your sick maneuverability. Alright, so speaking of sick maneuverability, this is where snipers usually hang out and take pot shots at your attacking team. So they have a pretty good coverage of the area. They can shoot over here, shoot down here. This is a great spot for snipers. You could use this for cover too, if they are all the way back before they cross the line. So snipers want to be out here, and you want to be in a position to attack anyone that gets on a point. You overlook this spot as well. So Widowmaker, Hanzo, make yourself at home on this spot. And you might want to put a Venom Mine here to prevent people from jumping on you. So popular things you can do in this section as a defender is you can put a Torb turret here, a Bastion here, and a Reinhardt here, and then that would basically stop people for 2 minutes. You're going to want to also set up a microwave room here. What a microwave room is a Symmetra room full of turrets, and then try to walk through, they'll probably get lit up. It's very important to have this room covered because I am going to show the other way to attack this point besides taking the right path through the building, which is a lot more difficult. The easier path, once you get rid of the microwave room of Symmetra, is to run through here for the giant health pack. Now, there are a bunch of options once you're in this room. Diva could fly through that window. Genji could climb up the wall. Reaper could also teleport up there. And Pharah can also fly through up there. Or you could just walk over here and take care of that setup I mentioned earlier. And probably don't go this way to reach the Widowmaker. Probably not the best way to do it. So what you do want to do is get to this window up here. Like, now you're good. You have access to that bridge. You have access to this health pack. You have access to their entire back area. Especially if they're spawning, you could just make their life hell by just like abusing them with Reaper, Genji, Tracer. All the usual flankers. You could get up here and make their life terrible. Now, a thing to note about this back area is there is a health pack here that's not... There's two health packs here, not so obvious to newer players. Alright, so it's not in here. This is just a Reaper hiding spot for flanking. One of the health packs that you should be concerned with is right over here. There it is. There's a giant health pack. And the other giant health pack, from the perspective of opening through this gate, is not here, but over here. There's another giant health pack over here that you can take advantage of. Alright, so those are health pack locations for this back middle streets area. Now, let's go back to taking care of that Widowmaker that was perching up here. Now, that's one way of doing it. You could walk in front of the Widowmaker and hope she doesn't shoot you, or you can be smart about it. Alright, what you could do... Most characters could do this. That to flank, you could sneak up behind her over here and just take her out. You could theoretically make this jump with a character. Go over here. And if they still don't see you at this point, you could take her out here. You're gonna make a lot of noise. There are two options once you get to that back area, but they're both very, very important options for taking out this really well-positioned Widowmaker. Alright, so such things to keep in mind when you're attacking this point. Now, if the Widowmaker notices you, if you're a Widowmaker and you're like, shit, this fucking Genji slash Reaper slash Hanzo slash whatever the fuck you climb over that wall is on my ass, what you could do is just jump, grapple hook over here, and take them out. If the Genji doesn't have his dash, it's gonna give you plenty of opportunity to take him out before he gets to you. And you also take the giant health pack here that I mentioned earlier. So, other things, other nuances, other things I want to teach you guys about this point is you, as a defender, has some options. And that option is this little alleyway over here. It's a loop. You can put a Torb turret over here, or you can put a Torb turret over here. Either or, it's really relatively hard to like snipe. If they're standing on top of there, they can attack snipe you and get rid of your turret. But most people are not looking. You can also put a Torb turret over here, but I feel like this one's significantly less effective. An interesting thing to note about this point is you can put a Symmetra teleporter over here as well. And from an outside perspective, it's kind of hard to see if you put it in the corner. So if you are out of options and need to put a Symmetra turret, Symmetra teleporter down as fast as possible, that is the location where you want to do it. Alright, you might want to also put Symmetra turrets here. I also like Symmetra turrets here. And here. And over here. If you are a sneaky Bastion and you know they're taking away your point already, you could wait for them over here. But if you do wait over here, you are kind of, you know, sealing yourself to this fate that if they notice you, you're probably gonna die. So, I don't like Bastion too much, but there is a time and place for him. And sometimes you just have to do it. Alright, so that's basically point A. After you capture point A, this door opens and that becomes the new attacker spawn point. And I'm going to show you what to do from an attacker's perspective. There's a bunch of things you can do from attacker. Alright, so the most important thing is the sniper, right? The sniper hangs out up here, and he could take out this opposing sniper that likes to hang out over there. This is the first thing you should check when you're attacking this point, is to make sure there's no sniper over there. Alright, sniper check done. There's no sniper over there. There's no one taken out. People are at the door. You can move on. Alright, most of the time, they're not gonna want to fight you over here, because if you take their ass out, you basically won a point with your team. So, if you are a defender, please do not fight in this area. Fighting in this area is dumb, and you're gonna lose the game for your team if you fight in this area. Please don't do it. Just don't do it. You might think you're the world's best flanker, but still, don't fucking fight in this area if you're defending. The capture point is over there. Alright? Don't do it. Alright, so with that said, most of the defense is going to be on the back line over here. Alright, that's where most of the defense is. Keep in mind there's a small health pack here, a small health pack there, and a large health pack over here. These are the only health that you'll be getting without a healer. So keep that in mind, especially if you are on defense and you need heals. Alright, so there are 3 possible options in which I would use to attack this point. You could take left, or right. Let's explore our left option first. If you go left, there is a small health pack all the way to the side, and you could grab that here. From this point, this is where they normally spawn. They could come out that way, or if you're extra sneaky and they saw you come in through here, you can start walking under the bridge and come out from the other side. And most of the time, if they see you on the other side, they won't be expecting you to walk under the bridge to flank them from this side. The extra ballsy, extra fast, extra no bullshit option to attack, however, is normally have a Reinhardt, open up his shield, and walk down here. And if your flankers take people down, charge in and start beating on the point. Alright, that's another option. Keep in mind that the Widowmakers like to stand up here. They also like to stand behind this archive. I mean, whatever this thing is, this archway over here. There's no way people position here too with like turrets and stuff. The better, however, turret position is right here, because this is relatively hard to shoot without getting shot at. And if they turn this corner, they're probably getting shot at. If they're coming out from over here, they're probably getting shot at. So this is a great turret position for Torb. So keep that in mind. If you are a character that could climb walls, you could climb this wall. If there is a turret there, however, you're gonna get lit up from the butt up. So, you know, something to keep in mind. What you could do is Junkrat and bounce some stuff into this position. Maybe from over here. Just lob some grenades, and you get rid of the turret that way. But that's probably one of the better ways. The other way is to have a tracer come in from this side and just bomb it. Get rid of it. And that should be enough to get you some points. So we went through the left way, middle way, and the right way. Right? So, other things to note is up here. Pretty good Pharaoh location, decent sniping position. If you're a sniper, you could honestly have a view of the entire place up here. So it does leave you wide open to shots from every direction though. So not strongly recommended, but the option is there. Okay, so that about covers it from the attacker's perspective. I don't think I'm leaving anything out. Alright, I didn't do the right side yet. Alright, so from the right side, you don't need anything special to actually go attack the point. You could do it with any character, tracer included. Like, you could jump on this rock here, and then jump up from here. With just normal jumps. You don't need to wall climb or anything. You can jump up here and attack this point. So I'm gonna do that for you guys one more time. From this point, there is a rock here. This is an important rock. You jump on this rock, jump up here, and then you're basically on a point already. Alright. This is where the Widowmaker / Junkrats like to hang out. They cover this alleyway. They also cover this hallway. If you're a defender, if you want someone else covering that side. But Junkrat Widowmaker covers this section pretty fucking good. Highly recommended. Alright, so that takes care of attacking and defending that side. It is not uncommon to maybe put a Torb turret here too that overlooks the entire point. But, you know, if they're just coming from up here, it's a little bit vulnerable. If they're walking from under the bridge, it's also kind of vulnerable. I don't love Torb on his last point, but sometimes he could win you the game. So, something to keep in mind. You can also take sniper shots if you're just watching this hallway here. Alright, so, I believe there is only one last thing I want to talk about in this last point. And that's Reaper locations. Reaper and McCree basically takes control of this hall over here. Pretty decently, because there's health packs everywhere. You can get support. McCree especially to take control of this area. What they're not good at is if a soldier is down here and shooting at you, that's probably not a winning battle. So how do you alleviate that as a Reaper? As a Reaper, you can hang out on this spot. Alright, this is my super secret special awesome spot where if they have a Widowmaker up here, I could sit from over here. They won't see me, no one ever looks up here, and you could just be like, hello, and then just take them out. With a Reaper, you are 100% to do that. If there's a Pharaoh up here, which they sometimes like to do, Reaper will also take her out by being like, hey, what's up? The other advantage of Reaper staying on top of this spot is they could jump down and Death Blossom and get play of the game, especially when they are close to the end. The other advantage of this location is you can see the entire team charge in, right? You can see that they're coming in through this alleyway. You can see them walking in through here. You could just simply walk up to them and press Q and also get play of the game that way. Like, that's something you can do. Alternatively, and I feel like I have to demonstrate this, you can also see their entire team gathering over here. So from a Reaper's perspective, especially if you have the Widowmaker slash Torb slash Junkrat handle in that alleyway, your Reaper can single-handedly take care of these two lanes. They see anyone coming in, you could jump down on them and take them out and not worry about anything. So once again, do not cross this line. Maybe once in a while to grab this health pack, but that's ill-advised. This is the line you don't want to cross as a defender. If I see you passing this line, you're probably going to get yelled at, so don't cross this line. Please, as a defender, do not cross this line. Don't do it. And that about sums up my tutorial video for Anubis. Hopefully you guys learned something here. And if I left out anything, I'll probably do a remediation video, but probably not. I think I covered most things. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please leave it in the comment section. If you guys could follow the Twitch channel, that would be greatly appreciated. Till next time, this is Lambro. Thank you for watching.